alongside my partner, Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins. They were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10. He's going to try and take off with it. Down the left sideline. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Casey. That's to the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Boy, you know, some plays you can just sort of tell they're not going to work from the start, and that was one of them right there.
Yeah, I mean, he had every option taken away, and so all that was left for him to do was to try and keep it himself, but even he knew that he had nowhere to go.
And he missed it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Hooker to throw on 1st and 10. This is Fant on the short completion. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a 4. Well, this defense for the Giants much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Well, let's face it, when you hold someone to just 6 points in a game, the feeling that you have among your team is that you're not going to lose very many of those. That's the way to get it done.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. They'll run for it with Achane. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. tackled by Isaiah Simmons. You talk about this Giant defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game is sky high. In fact, you'd absolutely be stunned to come away with a loss.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. On first down, back to Achane. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane with career touchdown number 60. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And this will be a Giants first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. The Giants are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it...
And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from drawing level. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at they kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong, only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity, that's our bread and butter, that's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turn into a heck of a DB, though, partner. And this effort will not get it done. He's stopped well short of the first down at the 29. These two teams all tied after one. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. Returnable here for Davis. And bulldozing his way through. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start with the option. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down. Off play action. Casey. Short throw. That's hauled in by Mayer. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Barkley with a carry on first down, and he'll get about 4. So 2nd and 6 forthcoming.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Considered a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him,
and he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. From the gun, it's Hooker. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Looking to throw, Hooker. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Davis now to return it. 35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And New York set to take the field. And last time out... Field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
Running again with Barkley on second down. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find a way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Not only was that a nice run, it's got to be a little bit of a confidence booster as they head towards the end of the first half.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. Barkley hit in the ball, cuts free.
But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
They go with the option on 4th down, left side. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
This is unbelievable.
Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, actually, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious.
Hooker's going to throw it.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Porter. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now Hooker.
Over the middle, complete. That's Porter.
And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Again, it's Hooker looking to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
3rd down, Hooker looks to throw it.
Incomplete as well. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive.
And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. And bringing it in, it's Davis. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Casey.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the giver. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hooker.
Pressure again, and down he goes again.
Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
On third down, HM.
And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10.
Well, hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Taking on the midfield logo. Breaks a tackle. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a carry for Allen. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
2nd and 9.
They keep it on the ground. Allen again. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They're going option play on 3rd down.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. Well, that was a long attempt to begin with, so the fake you might have known was somewhat of a possibility. Credit to the defense, though. They weren't fooled.
You're right, they weren't fooled, and they were in a position of having to play it both ways. Guard for the fake, but you still want to rush the kicker because it was a makeable kick. So they ended up getting the best out of the whole thing. Stuffed the fake, and they take over the ball.
55 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Right back to him on first down.
And down to the 41.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And the pressure gets to him again. Xavier McKinney providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They begin the drive on the ground with Allen. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Casey. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. The pitch goes to Barkley. And room there to work it inside the 25. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Off the play fake. Casey. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Michael Mayer, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
7 yards there and a first down.
Here's Hooker to throw it.
He finds his man, complete. That's Young. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
74 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing. Hooker.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Dolphins.
Again, it's Achane.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Hooker from the gun on 3rd down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's a...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Hooker dancing to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
So the penalty on the offense, that'll be declined, and the turnover stands. Hooker on first down.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sent back at the 38. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down of the sack.
They'll come up now on second down. Here's Hooker.
He finds his man, complete. It's Porter.
Complete to number 4. It's a gain of 8. And it brings up
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
We're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
To throw on third down, Hooker. He finds his man, complete. That's Porter. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line.
Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5. They'll go for it. Hooker.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to get the football back.
They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is going to have a New York first down, and the Giants are going to win the football game.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So a victory here for the men in blue.